Back-to-back shows, AEW have lost big time in their main event. And who was the person in both of them? Of course, it was the biggest flop ever in professional wrestling. Okada. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling here for your AEW Dynamite quarter-hour ratings breakdown. But yeah, let's just break it down straight from the get-go. Okada sucks, man. This guy was brought in $5 million a year. Can barely speak any English. The best he's contributed to a promo is going, "Shut up, bitches." Big deal. I'm from Japan. Me no speak English. The guy sucks, right? The guy cannot cut a promo. He cannot draw a dime. He does not bring in fuse. You know what? I will at least say, for Mercedes Moné, like the first week, she actually got a decent quarter for her debut. You checked out her YouTube clip, and she got over 1 million views after making her debut. See, when Okada joined, when he debuted, he didn't get 1 million views because nobody knew who he was. And people still don't know who he is, and people still don't care who he is. On Collision, he was in the main event with, who's that bum? Sammy Guevara. Big drop-off. Big drop-off in ratings in the AEW Collision main event. And this week, he was in the main event with Bryan Danielson. Once again, a big drop-off. Now, people will say, well, AEW typically lose viewers in their main events because it's the final quarter. People tune out. And while I will accept that for Dynamite, that is not the case with Collision. We see on a weekly basis that Collision doesn't drop. It doesn't fall apart like Dynamite as the show goes on. And a lot of times, if Collision actually has a good main event, that main event will draw. We'll actually see the ratings go up for the Collision main event, but not the last Collision. The ratings went down. Why did they go down? Because Okada is the biggest flop in professional wrestling. The fact that this guy is getting paid $5 million is insane. Honestly, they could have just brought any random guy from Japan and he would have done the exact same numbers. He couldn't have done worse. He could not have done worse. Even this guy, they stick him with the Young Bucks, the Elite, and the Elite's numbers have been shite as well ever since Okada came in. So for him to be on this big money contract, the best wrestler in the world, the best wrestler that draws about 5 people to watch him, the guy sucks, man. I never understood the Okada hype, and there should be no hype. He's a hype job, and that hype is completely fallen flat now. He sucks. Okada is the most overrated guy I think I've ever seen. He's not even that good in the ring. Honestly, him, Bryan Danielson, put me to sleep. Him, Sammy Guevara on Collision was boring. The guy's a champion right now, and I can't even recall one good match. I can't even recall one title defense. It just feels like another random guy who's just there. He's just there to make up the numbers. I do not understand the Okada hype, but it will begin in quarter one, 8 o'clock to 8:15. Pac, Claudio, Marina Shafir, and Jon Moxley promo. Then the beginning of Ricochet, Ospreay. This got 801,000 views with 333,000 in the key demo, and this was as good as it got. Highest quarter in terms of views, highest quarter in terms of key demo. After this, it was downhill for Dynamite. Am I surprised? No. Quarter 2, 8:15 to 8:30 p.m. Will Ospreay versus Ricochet. Post-match with Konsuke Takeshita. Then we got Mercedes Moné and Camille backstage. Minus 7% here. 743,000 in viewership and 302,000 in key demo. A 7% loss for viewership and a 9% loss for key demo. Quarter 3. 8:30 to 8:45, the Guns, Hangman Page backstage. Then we got the Learning Tree angle with Mark Briscoe. This lost 6%, 702,000. Now the viewership's at, and in the key demo it lost 8%, down to 279,000. So just red here. Jericho claims to be the demo god. He's just a demo fraud. It's as simple as that. Nobody's tuning in to see Chris Jericho in 2024, especially not this version of Chris Jericho. Quarter 4, 8:45 to 9 p.m. Darby Allin promo. Juice Robinson versus Hangman Adam Page. This didn't go up, didn't go down. 2,000 up in viewership, but not enough to be a full percentage. And 1% down in key demo. So barely any change here. But don't worry, we're going to quarter 5. The match continues. Then we get post-match with Jay White. We get Jack Perry and Katsushiro Shibata backstage. This lost 5% in viewership and it lost 3% in key demo. Viewership now drops under 700k, and we're now at 670. And this is quarter 5. This tends to be when shows actually get a little spike because it's the top of the hour, but there was no spike here because honestly, nobody cares about Juice Robinson versus Hangman Page. The match sucked, and then we got Shibata, who challenged Jack Perry to a title match by using Google Translate. What the fuck? Google Translate to ask for a title match. How bad has wrestling got that we're using Google Translate? And Tony Khan's not even doing this as a rib. He's not even doing this as a rib. It's not like Ty and Ty back in the day when Ty and Ty were like speaking, their mouths were moving, but they weren't in sync with the audio, and it was like clearly a piss take. This is supposed to be serious. This guy's asked for a match using Google Translate. Embarrassing, man. Quarter 6, Serena Deeb versus Britt Baker with Queen Animata. Lost 1,000 in viewership and lost 1,000 in key demo, so not much of a change. Quarter 7, we got a Hook backstage promo. We then got a Christian Cage promo. We got Mariah May, Will Nightingale backstage. Then got Private Party versus the Iron Savages. And then we got Christopher Daniels, Shibata, and the Elite post-match. This went up 6%, 708,000. Went up 5% in the key demo to 278,000. Quarter 8, 9:45 to 10 p.m. MVP, Prince Nana, Shelton Benjamin backstage promo, and the beginning of Danielson, Okada. This went down 9% in viewership to 642,000 and went down 2% in the key demo to 272,000. So again, more loss here. Then we go into the overrun. That normally quarter 8's the last quarter, but we had a massive overrun this week. First overrun, 10 o'clock to 10:15. Danielson versus Okada, lost 7,000 in viewership, down to 596,000. So we're down to under 600k now. And in the key demo, lost 12%. Massive loss there, 12% to 240,000. The next overrun, 10:15 to 10:30. Bryan Danielson versus Okada continued. We got post-match with Claudio and Moxley and Pac and the rest of those guys. This went down 4%. And viewership to 574 and down 3% in key demo to 233. And then the overrun from 10:30 to 10:31. Again, got the post-match, went down another 2% to 561, and then another 3% in the key demo to 226,000. So when you factor that in, I mean, look at that. They had 708,000 when the match began. When the match was starting, they had 708,000. And by the time the match ended, they were down to 574,000. That's a lot of people that have just tuned out. That's a lot of people that have said, this might be the main event, but I don't care. And Tony Khan's doing the overrun, thinking that he's getting ratings or this match is going to draw and people are going to stay tuned because they need to know what's going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. They had this stupid damn rule where Okada's belt was no longer on the line after 20 minutes. Anybody with half a brain cell would realise that Bryan Danielson was going to win after 20 minutes. That's exactly what happened. So predictable, man. Honestly, I don't know why anybody would watch this and think it was good. It certainly wasn't. Overall, did 683,000, but the overrun just let the show down. They should have done the overrun, and the rating would have been better. Had they not done this dumb overrun, Dynamite would have probably got, well, definitely would have got over 700k. I mean, off the top of my head, it probably would have been in the 730,000 ballpark. But no, they did an overrun, and it just completely tanked their rating. And I mean, just if you're going to do an overrun, at least make it like must watch or something like that. But this overrun was just so forgettable, and it's like nobody wanted to see it, and the numbers prove that. So yeah, guys, Okada for me, what a flop. Every time this guy gets put in the main event, he loses ratings. You look at his YouTube clips, nobody really cares about the guy unless he's in the ring with somebody that the AEW fans actually like. This guy reportedly on $5 million a year. Is he any more... Is Okada more deserving of that money than all these other Japanese guys? What makes him so special? What, is he better than Take a Shitta? I don't think so. Take a Shitta actually has a pretty cool look to him. I prefer Take a Shitta. He looks like a... I mean, he does look like a bit of a badass. Okada just looks bad. I mean, for me, Okada sucks. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching. And peace.